Welcome to the Flora podcast, a place where we help you create a life you're excited about. Welcome back to the podcast. I'm Flora, and today we're going to talk about the power of just 10 minutes. If you're new to my channel, I'm Flora. I've been helping people for over 25 years align into a life that they are wildly obsessed with by helping them clear the 9 types of clutter that are keeping you from a life that you love. So what are those 9 types of clutter? They are mental, spiritual, emotional, digital, financial, daily, body, process, and environmental clutter. Now, environmental clutter is the stuff that most people associate with clutter. Now, today we are going to talk about how to clear the environmental clutter in your life using a 10-minute method. But before I do that, I want to share a little story with you that I heard many years ago and has always stuck with me. There was a college graduation and the keynote speaker was called up to the podium. He stood up there and said, "Hello, graduating class. My name is so-and-so. And today I want to share one of the most powerful examples that you will ever see and feel and experience in your entire life." And then he proceeded to stand there in silence for 5 whole minutes. Now I gotta tell you, if you're at a graduation and somebody is just standing there for 5 minutes, that 5 minutes is an eternity. It's an eternity. After the 5 minutes, the gentleman said, "That, my friends, was 5 minutes. So the next time that you think, oh, I only have 5 minutes, so I'm not going to do this or that, think of how much you are missing out on. And I want you to think about your life. How much do you pass up? How many times do you put off doing something because you only have 5 minutes, or you only have 10 minutes, or you only have 20 or 30 minutes? I want you to think about that. So today, we're going to capitalize on just 5 minutes, and we're going to double it. We're going to double it. So the first thing that I want you to do today is I want you to really just kind of check in with yourself and ask yourself, what is the one area or space in your home that has you at your breaking point, that has you at your point of feeling overwhelmed, or where you feel like, oh my gosh, why doesn't this ever stay clean? Why doesn't this ever stay organized? Fill in the blanks. And I want you to take a before picture. I want you to whip out your camera, take a photo of that space, and I want you to look at it. Then I want you to set your phone down or your camera down, grab your timer, set it for 10 minutes. And then I want you to intentionally work on either decluttering that space or cleaning that space. You are going to be absolutely amazed at how much you can get done in just 10 minutes. This is a thing that I invented like 20 some years ago. Gosh, like 25 years ago with my kids. My kids right now are 24 and 27. And this was a way that we could tidy up the house and get things done, whatever those things were, whether it was laundry or cleaning or picking up toys or whatever. We would set the timer for 10 minutes and we would do a 10-minute quick clean. The reason why that I did this is because when kids know that there's a timer ticking, and when that timer goes off, ding, 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 game's over. Let's see how much we got done. And I made it fun. I made it exciting. I made it like, woo, when is it going to go off? And the kids would laugh and giggle, and we would get so much done in those 10 minutes. And after they grew up and are out of the house now and I'm an empty nester, I still do this. I still set the timer for 10 minutes and I clean up my kitchen. I wash the dishes, I wipe down the cabinets, I fill the, coffee makers, all the things. I just reset the room. I do the same thing in my bedroom. I strip the beds, I flip the mattress, I do all the things, I vacuum, I dust, all in 10 minutes. When I'm hitting a major decluttering project, I set my timer for 10 minutes. I've got a trash bag and a box for the donations. And I pull everything out of that area and I get as much done as I can in 10 minutes. Can I get everything done in 10 minutes? No, not always. especially if I'm working on, let's just say that I am doing a full deep clean of my home. I set the timer for 10 minutes and I focus on the 10 minutes. When that timer goes off, I check in with myself. Do I need water? Do I have to go to the bathroom? How am I doing? Am I hot? Do I need to open a window? Do I need to turn a fan on? Do I need to adjust the AC? And then once I've checked in with myself, I set the timer again for 10 minutes. And I continue on until I am done with my whole place. Now, sometimes in the middle, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm hungry. I want a snack. Once I'm done, and again, I set the timer for 10 minutes, have a snack for 10 minutes, and then I continue on. And I keep doing this until I'm finished. For those of you who have attended my virtual decluttering days, you know that we work in 25-minute sprints. So every 25 minutes, I check in with you. How are you doing? Give me a thumbs up. Are you good? Have you gone down a rabbit hole? Sometimes when we declutter, we go down the rabbit hole of memory lane. Sometimes we go down the rabbit hole of all the feelings, all the things that come up when we go through our stuff. Same thing when we're cleaning. Sometimes we just hit a wall and we're like, yeah, you know what? I think I need a break. So the beautiful thing about setting your timer for 10 minutes with intentionality is that you're like, I'm going to declutter my closet for 10 minutes and I only have 10 minutes today, but I'm going to see what I can get done. Let's just say that you have somebody coming over and you want to tidy your place and do like a quick clean. Set your timer for 10 minutes. See how much you can get done. Dust your space, vacuum real quick, maybe, touch up some dishes, go clean the bathroom, do whatever it is that you need to do within that 10 minutes. See how much you get done. Now, the cool thing about this is you can get way more done in 10 minutes than you think you can. Truly. Typically, we don't time ourselves to see how long things take for us to do. So when we do it, sometimes we get interrupted, sometimes things happen, and we just kind of start meandering instead of really focusing and really being intentional. The amazing thing that happens when you set that timer is you get even more intentional with doing the things that you do. I'm ADHD. 10-minute increments work for me. Because even if I get squirrely, I've only wasted 10 minutes if I've been really off track. If I'm feeling very squirrely, I'll set my timer for 5 minutes. This is one of the things that when you give yourself permission to try it out, you will see success. You will see progress. You will see completion in projects that you've wanted to complete for a very long time. One of the things that I have done to help people take this concept and run with it is I've created 365 days of decluttering. This is an email series that you can sign up for. We have a Facebook group that you can be a part of. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is amazing. We have before and after pictures of people that have come into this group. They're starting to tackle areas in their home that they've been wanting to tackle for a long time, but really didn't have any structure. And so these 365 days of emails works around the concept of this 10-minute timer concept. Is set your timer for 10 minutes and tackle this one thing. Now, the cool thing about this program, one, it's only $7 and it's for the entire year. And two, every email that you get has 2 different types of clutter. It's got the environmental clutter, which is of course your home, but it also has one of the other 9 types of clutter that I talked about at the beginning of this podcast series. If you know that you're ready, you're at that point where you're feeling overwhelmed and you're like, enough is enough. I'm sick of my bullshit. I need to just declutter my life. Click the link in the show notes. Sign up. It's only $7. Join the community. You'll start getting these emails every single day. And like I said, it takes 10 minutes or less to do these. You're going to love it. You're going to see more intentionality in the things that you do. And more importantly, you're going to see results. You're going to see you complete things that you've wanted to complete for so very long. Click the link in the show notes. I'm so excited to connect with you inside of the Facebook group. I hope this serves you today. Remember, all it takes is a clear intention and vision of what you want. and the willingness to take a tiny 1-degree shift every single day in that direction. I love you. I hope this serves you today, and I will see you in the next episode. Thank you for listening to today's podcast episode. All links mentioned are in today's show notes.